Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Chenelle Beauty, and I am back with another video. I know it has been a very long time. I think it's been over a month since I have done a story time. I had some crazy stuff happening in my life, and I just needed to get my head back right. This story time has to do with one of the issues that I had going on at home, and it's about my roof in my kitchen caving in and me having to pretty much live in a hotel for about a week, and also pretty much move out before my lease was up by like a month, because it was just that bad and we were just so over it. So stay tuned for this story time. Yeah, this happened around, I would say September, like early September, like maybe September like 9th or something like that. And me and my mom, we have an apartment together, and so we were living at this apartment. And one day I came home. Before this, let me just back up a little bit. Before this, we kind of was having problems with the apartment before this big situation happened in September. We've been there since last October. Our AC broke like 10 times. We had situations with just loud neighbors and just things breaking in the house, and the office not really being understanding about it. So we ended up having these issues, living through it, and then it got to September, and one day I came home from work, and just like any other day, I'm thinking I was just going to walk in the house and just take a shower, give me something to eat, relax for the rest of the day. I think I had a hard day that day, so I was just so ready to just get home. And I come in the house, and my house was pretty much raining inside. I stayed on the first floor, and there was 2 other units on top of us, so it was a 3-story building, and we stayed on the first floor. So I came home, and soon I took a right, and I will insert the videos as well. This is what I came to see. It's coming from the sprinkler. This floor is soaked. Look at this. It's spreading. This is another piece. I'm scared the ceiling gonna come down. It's spreading. The wall is wet coming from this part. That's what we paying rent for. So yeah, as you can see, that it was very bad. The first thing I thought about was to first call my mom, let her see what was happening, because I was just like such in shock, and I was just like, what the heck is going on? Like, I cannot believe this is happening right now. I got off of work, it was like after 5, because at the time I was getting off at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So it was like kind of getting evening time, and this was happening, and I just cannot believe it. And I'm like thinking like the office is probably closed. So after I video chat my mom, I ended up running to the office. The office was right across the street from the buildings, because we stayed in the front, and I ended up telling the people at the office what was going on, just kind of like, can you come see like what's going on in my apartment? Like, you guys need to see this in person. Please get here as soon as possible. So they said they were on their way. They came over, they seen how the apartment looked. They ended up going upstairs, saying that they didn't see anything going on with the apartment upstairs on the 2nd floor. And then when they said that which is weird, because I mean, it was obviously a leak coming down from the 2nd floor to our apartment. So you mean to tell me that that unit is dry as a bone? And fun fact, like, that apartment had just got emptied like a week before this happened. It probably wasn't even a week, it was like a couple of days. So I don't know if those people did something or what, but that apartment was empty when this happened. And they went up to the third floor. They say that it was something going on with the third floor, leaking from a freezer or something that they had up there, and they had like some type of water break. But I thought it was weird if the third floor was flooded or had this problem, but the second floor was dry as a bone, and we was pretty much in Bikini Bottom. Like, I just didn't understand how that was going, like how that would have made sense. I just don't understand how that made sense. So they came back down. They let us know that it was the third floor and they was going to get it fixed. They had called maintenance and everything. And so basically we had to sit there. My mom didn't get off until 11, so I had to sit there pretty much in the house with my whole kitchen just flooded out, as you can see in the video. And you know, I didn't eat at the time. Like, I didn't have anything to eat. I honestly just thought it was going to be fixed like within a couple of hours. My sister ended up taking me somewhere to get something to eat. I think I just had like a salad or whatever, and I could not get in my kitchen though. Other than that, like, it was like completely flooded out, and we didn't have a lot of just extra linen at the house. Like, the stuff that we had, like, we used on ourselves. Like, we're not used to having like a lot of guests or whatever like that, and we weren't finna use our nice shit, you know, to be picking up some water off the ground, no telling where it's coming from. Like, y'all got to do this, the office, the apartment. So the maintenance guy ended up coming, and he, you know, gave us like a bucket or two, and I think he gave us like a mop or something, and pretty much did like the bare minimum before he just kind of left. And was like, I think he said that somebody else was going to come. I don't know what date that was, like if it was like a Friday or something, but I want to say it was like a Friday because I think they were closed, the office, like the next day. And but they ended up sending like this third party company to put these like little ventilation, I'm gonna insert the clip, but these little ventilation fans all around the house because, you know, for mold or whatever, so we won't be breathing in that, even though we already had mold. So that's it kind of like defeats the purpose. But you know, they sent these people, and they ended up coming that night and putting like maybe 2 or 3 in there. And then long story short, because this is already like 6 minutes, our roof ended up having this crack from all of just the weight of the water and just the moistness of the water. It made our roof in our kitchen very soft. And so we had a light fixture that had light bulbs in it, and it was like a little glass bowl. It ended up getting so full with water that it ended up, and I seen this coming, I knew it was going to happen. It ended up falling, and when it fell, it didn't fall all the way to the ground, but it pretty much made like a hard drop. I'll insert that as well. So after that happened, they pretty much left our apartment because the roof eventually ended up falling down. So this is the room. This is the room. It's pretty nice. I don't think it's really nothing out here to see, but nah, too many curtains. But yeah, this is the room that we are at. And bathroom. So yeah, happy birthday to me, huh? And it just happened to fall on the week of my birthday, and so I had to spend my birthday in fucking a hotel. It was a nice hotel, and they were very sweet, and they had good service too, good customer service. So we ended up staying there for like a week, and even on my birthday. And after that, we came home, and they kind of was like giving us all of these letters and trying to basically find any and every little thing to get me and my mom kicked out of the apartment. And we was ready to take them to court because it was like inhabitable for us to live in those type of situations and circumstances, and they took a whole week for them to actually fix it. And when they did fix it though, it looked like it never happened. It was like fucking I was like in the twilight zone, you know. But of course I'm pretty sure they just patched stuff up real nice, but I'm pretty sure the issue wasn't actually really fixed. But they made it look decent and nice and whatever. But I think she ended up feeling bad, and you know, she ended up trying to work with us and stuff like that. So me and my mom had to be, we was going through all of this stuff around this time. I was in between jobs, and this was all like September that all of this was happening. I think my last video I posted was like August something, and it was like late August, I think like August 20 something. And so that's why I haven't been posting, and I was so consistent, but with all this stress, child, I was like, that was like almost like the last thing I was thinking about, because we were pretty much trying to hurry up and get a new apartment because it was just so much stuff going on. And even though they fixed the issue, you waited like a whole week to fix it, and it was just too much. So we ended up moving like 2 to 3 weeks before our lease ran out, and now we are in our new apartment. I could not find my background yet because I'm still trying to unpack and put stuff at the rightful place, so I can't find my background right now, and that's why you guys don't see the background. But I thought this was like a cute little setup right next to my room or whatever. So I just wanted to come back, let y'all know that I'm gonna try to be I am going to be very consistent with more story times and just like how-to videos and beauty videos and, you know, advice videos and things like that. I do want to start getting into vlogging. You know, I just have to find some stuff so that I can have a fucking life, because right now I don't have a life. All I do is work and come home. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is a story time about my roof caving in at my apartment and why I have been absent. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned, and make sure to hit that bell so that you can get all of the notifications when I do post. Thank y'all so much, and have a good night, and I will check y'all later. A girl gotta work tomorrow, so you know I gotta cut this short. Bye.